Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be talking about the next 5 things that I've read in 2016. I think it's 31 through 35. All of these are graphic novels or manga, so if you're not interested in either of those, you might want to give this one a skip. But if you are interested in graphic novels or in manga, you're welcome to stay and see my opinions on the next 5 things that I read. So the 31st and 32nd things that I read in 2016 is going to be One Punch Man Volume 1 and One Punch Man Volume 2. I have heard so many great things about this because I've recently started watching a lot of people that read manga and have like manga hauls and stuff like that, and people love One Punch Man. I ended up really liking it as well. I gave the first volume 4 stars and the second volume 4.5 stars. It follows a character named Saitama. Saitama, is that how you say that? I'm not exactly sure. I haven't watched the anime yet, so I don't know how to pronounce people's names yet. But he has decided that he wanted to be a hero for fun, so he starts training ridiculously and becomes so strong that anytime he goes up against an enemy, if he punches him, he kills him in one punch. So that's why he's One Punch Man. See, like on the cover, there's a guy, he punched a hole through the center of him. So yeah, so in this series, he's like pretty bored because he hasn't fought an enemy that is on his level yet. So he's like searching for enemies that he can fight and use his full strength on and actually have a challenge. So the main character is like pretty funny because he's not really affected by a lot of stuff. Also, the way that he's drawn very simplistically, while all of the other characters are drawn pretty in depth, if that makes sense. Let me find a picture of him. So this is kind of what the artwork looks like, and this is a character named Genos, and then this is the main character. Like, he's drawn very simplistically, and every once in a while when he gets upset or something like that, or he decides that he's gonna go like hardcore, he's drawn a little bit more in depth, but most of the time he's just that simplistic one. He just kind of looks like this most of the time. I really like where the series is going because obviously I gave the second volume 4.5 stars out of 5 stars, so I think as it goes along it's just going to get better and better and better, and as characters are introduced I start to get more into the story, because this one is mainly just about Saitama, and then Genos is introduced at the very end of this one, and then this one is just kind of them going back and forth and him trying to be like a more traditional hero, where Saitama is just, you know, one punch and they're done. So I really like this series. I'm going to continue along. I think the next 2 volumes are out, so I'll hopefully be getting to those soon because this is one of the manga series that I really want to continue soon. So yeah, One Punch Man. Really funny. I then read Sweet Tooth Volume 1 by Jeff Lemire? I don't know. And that is called Out of the Deep Woods. This is about a boy, and he is born with antlers, and apparently this is a post-apocalyptic world. I think they're in the US, and there's this disease going on, and the only people that are immune to the disease are the children that have animal parts. So the children that have animal parts are being hunted down and kind of tested on and stuff like that. So he is living alone in the woods with his dad, and then his dad ends up passing away, so then he has to leave the woods, and I really enjoyed it. The artwork was a little bit different than I was expecting, so this is kind of what the artwork looks like. It's pretty like muted tones and stuff like that, and I'm not sure, I just was expecting a little bit something different, but I really did enjoy the actual story, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. I ended up giving this one 4 stars out of 5 stars because just like, here's some more art. So I am definitely excited to continue with this series and see where it all goes, because I think it's done now. I think there's just, I don't know, there's a certain finite number of volumes and it's already over, so I can just kind of marathon through the series if I want to. But yeah, Sweet Tooth. And the 34th and 35th things I read were the first 2 volumes in Death Note in this bind up, which is the black editions, and I've seen people read this book before. This is a lot of people that don't really read mangas go to series that they start manga with, which I totally understand. The first volume I ended up giving 4 stars to, and the second one I gave 5 stars to. I think the first volume I was just kind of getting used to the idea of the Death Note and how many people that the main character is killing. He kills so many people. It's like insane a little bit, and he's like not affected by it, which I thought was really weird. So that was just kind of me shocked in the first volume, and then the second volume I was kind of used to it, and then I started paying attention to all the little funny details and stuff like that, and how intelligent that the main character is. The main character is Light Yagami, and he is the son of a policeman, and he's in high school, and he finds the Death Note, and the Death Note, if you write someone's name in it, they die within 40 seconds unless you write more details about the death, about like how it's going to be done or what time. So he can put the time of death, and he can also put how the person's gonna die, and if you don't put a method of dying, they die of a heart attack. So if you want to know kind of what the art looks like, that is kind of it. This is the Shinigami who drops his death note. So the death note originally belonged to him, and then our main character Light picks it up. And I'm really excited to continue with this series. It was so good. I definitely want to keep getting these black editions because I think that they're really pretty because they have like the black pages and everything, and it just kind of makes sense since the death note is black. But it was really good, and I definitely recommend this one as well. I think this one is also over. I think there's only 12 volumes, so there's 5 more bind-ups that I need to get, and then I'll be done. So yay! So those are the next 5 things that I read this year. Let me know down in the comments if you have any manga recommendations, because I've been really getting into manga. It's like all I've been reading recently. So let me know what your favorite manga is, or if you watch anime, what your favorite anime is. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!